All right, listen up, guys. 72, seventh grade. I gonna try not to be too long because I did this for the eighth graders yesterday and it was 19 minutes. So let's hurry up. All right. Your warm up. You are going over the attributes of one of your favorite games. So after you do the warm up, somebody in here should be able to share out my favorite game. Here are the elements, mechanics, and components. Give two or three items that fit into each category. Here is Sonic. I like Sonic. Classic game. So components of Sonic. We have the character, we have the hero, our iconic blue hedgehog, we have his nemesis, right? And the components, Sonic is trying to defeat Dr. Robotnik, right? So those are the game components. We also have Tails and Knuckles. Gotta have some sidekicks, right? Mechanics, so you get rings, Chaos Emeralds. Oh, this from Sonic 2. I don't know about that. Supersonic, special stages. These are the mechanics, how the game is played. So when you get the 50 rings, you get to go to that emerald zone and bounce around. All that. The elements are the different levels, right? The things you run in a circle in, and the badniks. I didn't even know that's what they're called. All those little guys that float across the screen, and Sonic has to jump up and hit them. Yeah, all these different things are some of the elements. So I have elements, mechanics, and components. So you try to do that for one of your favorite games. Okay. And write that in your technology notebook. Now, we're gonna start today with the organizer posts, and then you're gonna go into partner practice. Okay, so let's start with the organizer posts. You guys did a great job. I'm just gonna be straight up honest with you. There's a lot of great organizer posts. But what I am looking for is screenshots going forward. So it's all good. You didn't know that. So like Andrew didn't post, but he can post. Okay, so make sure your row has posts from you so that if this is what I grade a certain week, like when you're taking an assessment, I'm gonna go into the organizer and I'm gonna grade. And so we can call this this would be hold on, let me pause the video. Okay, sorry. So this would be the table for intro to game design. So then and check it out. So we're building this course one step at a time. So this is the organizer table for intro to game design. And then we'll make a new table. Yeah, I'll put a new table for, see, all I gotta do is go to organizer templates. And then we click on just a little behind the scenes stuff. This is how my videos get so long. Sorry, guys. Okay, so then we're gonna go to the organizer and we're gonna paste our new table into your organizer, and this one is going to be programming in JavaScript. You might have to call this one because programming in JavaScript, or maybe I'll give it a better name later. But now, intro to game design. So make sure from that section of CodeHS you've posted something, and then definitely when we post in JavaScript, so I'm going to look for a title, a screenshot, and an explanation. Okay, so that means because the screenshot is going to be small, so we might not be able to see it until we make it bigger, but you can put a title so we all know what it is of. And then underneath, put your explanation. So if you wrote the code but it's not running and you can't figure out why, then put it in the red section. Or maybe you wrote the code and you got it, but you need to do that again, put it in the yellow section. Or maybe you wrote it, you got it, you know it's great, put it in the green section, okay? So we should see screenshots. And you don't have to put every screenshot of every exercise, you can just pick one. The idea is that this will help us for the assessments and to learn and grow together. So let's talk about learning and growing together here. So I already made a few comments. Everybody can make comments on everybody else's posts, and the people that help the most, they may not have to take the assessment because I will already have their data, as organizer posts. So like Caden right here, what are the components that make up Sonic the Hedgehog? What an amazing question based on what I did already. I'm seeing this now. So then I'm gonna highlight that. I'm gonna type at Caden, and then I'm gonna say, please see my document and see if it. And I'm even gonna click assign this, and then that's gonna do. And this is actually Google Doc. This is gonna send Caden an email and tell him that I have gave him an assignment. You can do that too. Okay, so now Caden, in your email, you'll see Justin Fields has given you this assignment in the organizer post. I'm just answering your question. And so what I want to see is, and then, you can clear the comment. And when we do this, we'll all be helping each other. What are genres in a game? So we can say at DL genres are types, are game types, like puzzle, sports, adventure, so on. Does so genres are different types of games. And then we have perspective, and that is, first person, second person, are you looking down on the world? Is it one of those? You can watch that video again, see that. Okay, so you guys are doing such a good job at posting in the organizer. I need everybody to read through Intro to Game Design and make comments on your classmates if you are able to help them. But don't just look at the red, although definitely look at the red. And you don't have to say, I don't have any red questions. You could just do 2 of another category. So don't have to have red, yellow, green. You can have 3 green. You can have 3 yellow. It's wherever you are, okay? So let's just make sure we understand that, because I know that you guys want to do everything you're asked to do and get A's, I can tell. Okay, oh my goodness, you have some work to do in programming. Okay, so that is the organizer review, and now it's time for partner practice. You're going to go to categorizing games and how to think like a programmer. But here's the data, random sample of some of your data for those assignments. That this is what I'm looking at to grade completed in CodeHS. So that's one of your grades. Of course, we're doing an assessment, so you can click submit and continue, and have many different qualities of what you just submitted. But you need to make sure that you're preparing for assessment. So make sure that if you have green circles, it's good stuff in there, or you're posting in the organizer to make it better. If you have gray circles, then you need to get started. So we have 1, 2, 3 people that don't talk to those people. They need to just get started. But if you have yellow circles, that's where the partner practice comes in. Or even green circles, click on it again and review it with the person next to you. Make sure you have quality data here. So when I ask you assessment questions about these categories, getting to know games, pick a few games, you are ready for that. Okay, that's gonna be next Thursday and Friday, whichever day we have class. And then when we get to how to think like a programmer, we do have a few people that have finished already. Yay, that's good, that's great. Always feel free to work ahead, because I'm working ahead. You should know that Mr. Fields spent a couple hours on this weekend, and yesterday another hour. And so I have, all this done and even a little bit further. All right. So, go for it. Keep going. You have blended learning. You have time at home. You don't have to just play games at home. You can do your Code HS and, create a game for yourself in that way. You can make it fun and learn. And if you're at the top of the class and you understand things, and then you are posting in the organizer comments to help your other classmates, you may never have to take an assessment in here, because I will already have your assessment data. That would be great. And then you can just work on projects and build stuff and just get ahead, okay? And if you're, and then we'll all be working together. So that, I think I've said all I need to say. It's partner practice now. Just stay in your seats, work together on Code HS material, on this material, and when you finish, keep going further. Happy coding.